We run this mother. Yeah. Girls, we run this mother. Yeah.
In the background, please. Team Tunisia. will play the East African anthem.
Afrika Mashariki. Mungu twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
Yes, you may now clap your hands after the East African National Anthem. And I've noticed only few people can sing that anthem. Our cabinet secretary and our ball boys who are holding the country's flags. Those are the people I saw singing. The rest of us, can we learn the East African? I'm assuming we know the Kenyan one. Cabinet secretary, Honorable Babu Namwamba, our president, Tennis Kenya, Mr. Kenani, CAT Vice President and President of the region, Dr. Gishira, the Chairman of Nairobi Club, the CEO, and the members of your committee, council members, our guests who have come, fans, players, officials, good morning. We welcome you to this very, very special occasion of the opening ceremony. Thank you all for turning up on a Monday morning to come and support, to come and watch, to come and cheer the players as they play. Bwana Waziri, the people in front of you who will be introduced to later are the teams from 12 countries. Behind them, we have the referee, the assistant referee, and the umpires. We need to clap for them. They'll be doing a great job this week. On their right is the medical staff. After the players run up and down, they need a lot of support from the medical staff. Behind them are our ball boys who will be running and making sure the ball stays in play. And behind them are our line judges, most of whom are also tennis players. I must mention, Bwana Waziri, the ball boys are also tennis players from the Junior Tennis Initiative Development Program. So there's a clear path from being a ball boy, ball girl, to representing the country and flying our Kenyan flag. And also the line judges are by themselves. Most of them are from the university, but also tennis players. We want to pay special recognition to former captain of what was known as Fed Cup, Dr. Anita. That is our captain for very many years and continues to support, to inspire very many other girls to play. She recently graduated, PhD, that's why I'm calling her doctor. Congratulations. We are at Nairobi Club, and the people who are wearing a jacket like I'm wearing are my colleagues in the council, led by the director of the event, Wanjiru Karani, You might want to clap for Wanjiro and our team. They have not been sleeping for the last 4 weeks. Our treasurer, Rose Wanjala, Madam Rawal, is our past chair. Our great referee, Bonawaziri Patrick, has just come back from Rwanda, running the other event which was happening in Rwanda for the lower categories of African countries. Philip Ilako, by his own right, a great tennis player, and Mother Tirop. Those are our tennis players, our council members. Did I say tennis players? Yes, also tennis players who support us. And we are hosted here by Nairobi Club. And therefore, before I take too much liberty talking a lot in other people's place, may I invite the chairman of Nairobi Club to welcome us to this place. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I would like to start by introducing my team. I have Mr. Muli, who is the vice chair, Mr. Honorable Murunga, who is a committee member, Mr. Musindi, committee member as well, Mr. Mika Wanyama, committee member and also convener of Gymkhana, and then Mr. Walter Nyandiko, who is the CEO of the club. Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Sports, Honorable Ababu Nambwamba, EGH, President of Tennis Kenya, Mr. Kenani, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of the press, tennis enthusiasts from all over the world. It's my immense pleasure to welcome you all to Nairobi Club on this momentous occasion. The opening ceremony of Billie Jean King Cup Africa Group 3. We are truly honored to host you this prestigious event that will undoubtedly elevate women's tennis in Africa. Firstly, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the Cabinet Secretary of Sports, Ababu Namwamba, EGH, and Tennis Kenya for their unwavering commitment and relentless effort in bringing this exceptional tournament to Nairobi, particularly to Nairobi Club. Nairobi Club, a jewel in the crown of Kenyan sport, has been synonymous with tennis for over a century. Established in 1901, we have proudly played a pivotal role in the development and promotion of the sport in our country. Over the years, Nairobi Club has hosted various ITF tournaments and clinics, fostering talents like Angela Okutoi and Paul Wekesa, and providing access to our courts for underprivileged communities through Tennis Kenya. Today, we write a new chapter in our illustrious history, and we welcome the largest annual women's international tennis competition to Africa for the very first time. To ensure a top-notch experience for athletes and spectators alike, we have upgraded our facilities, including transforming surfaces to international recognized clay courts, replacing and enhancing the landscape, and refurbishing the center court and pavilion. As we gather to witness the Billie Jean King Cup Africa Group 3 playoffs, named after the legendary American tennis icon who holds 39 Grand Slam titles, we celebrate her unparalleled legacy and favor for the sport. 12 African nations, including Botswana, Burundi, Ghana, Kenya, Mauritius, Morocco, Namibia, Nigeria, Seychelles, Tunisia, Uganda, and Zimbabwe, will put their skills to test in pursuit of ultimate glory. Ladies and gentlemen, as we embark on this exhilarating week of tennis, let us embrace the inspiring spirit of Billie Jean King herself. May the Billie Jean King Cup Africa Group 3 be a memorable and uplifting event for everyone involved. Thank you very much for listening, and let's the games begin.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Nairobi Club has been wonderful to us. Let me mention also, Tennis Kenya is working very closely with the Ministry of Sports, led by its Acting Secretary of Administration, Mr. Michael Kimoko. Mike Kimoko is somewhere there, and your team of government people. Thank you very much. Right now, let me invite Mr. Kenani, President Tennis Kenya.
Our Minister for Sports, Youth Affairs, he has just introduced Talanta. Talanta means talent. So that's a Swahili word, but very close with the English word talent. That happened just 3 days ago. So he's coming in with sweeping changes. We welcome you, sir, and we are most honored that you've taken time from your busy schedule to come and officially open this event. We are glad, first time, that the Africa teams number 12. It used to be called Fed Cup, now is the Billie Jean King Cup. There have never been 12 nations from Africa playing Fed Cup. There has always been one or two, but with the discussions that we have held with ITF, they have now created a group 3 in Africa. Those who will win, and may the best win, will progress to group 2, Euro-Africa, group 2. We are happy that we have the maximum number here in Kenya, where for the first time it has been held. Like I said last night when we had a dinner together, we want to continue hosting so that the people in Africa can benefit the friction of distance. Now we will not be going out there in Europe to qualify to the next level. We'll be working within Africa. We are most grateful, sir, that Nairobi Club has really been the home of tennis, and would like to note that the government of Kenya has also given us, thank you for the 10 acres of land that you have given us at Kasarani in the sports complex. And the minister whispered to my ear that he's going to have those courts completed. That is the joy of Kenya. From there on, you will see the transformation, sir. I want to say that tennis, Kenya has played a very big role in the lives of the youth. And that docket falls under you, sir. The best players that we ever produced in Kenya end up going to the United States. They improve their lives. United States universities look for them. Our Angie here, about 30 or so universities granted us scholarships for free to pay all our expenses. We are thinking that it's high time the universities in Kenya also looked at the sporting talent and grant them, because unfortunately those who shine best in sports happen to come from the disadvantaged, those who cannot afford school fees, etc. If they also have a program whereby, through your leadership, sir, whereby they can also be granted university education, then of course that will now be a complete person who is going to serve responsibly in Kenya. With those rather lengthy remarks, it's my honor. Oh, I think the CAT's president, vice president is here. Patrick, can you have a word, please?
Thank you very much, Mr. Kenani. Honorable Minister, President, Tennis Kenya, Chairman, Nairobi Club, and the entire Tennis Kenya. This event, which is the first one to be held in Eastern Africa and in Africa, would not have taken place without your dedication and involvement. Kenya has not only set a standard for ourselves as Kenyans in sport, but also for the region and in Africa. Kenya continues to be the yardstick with which sports promotion and sports administration is measured. Thank you very much, everyone, and good luck to all the players. Thank you.
It's now my honor and my pleasure, sir, to welcome you, sir, to address us. Just to mention, sir, that Tennis Kenya was voted the best federation in Africa. So we are proud, and wherever the word Kenya is mentioned, it's always related to sports. You are leading a very valuable ministry.
Thank you, Bwana Kenani, the president of the Tennis Kenya Federation, together with the leadership of the I want to acknowledge you, Bwana President of the Federation, together with the whole leadership of your federation, and really applaud the amazing work that the Federation is doing. Let me also acknowledge the leadership of the Nairobi Club that are playing host to this event, for not only playing host, but investing considerable resources to ensure that we have the facilities that are sufficient and of the right international standard to host this event. Asanteni sana, both the club and the federation. Now, on behalf of His Excellency President William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, my own behalf and on behalf of the people of the Republic of Kenya, I want to welcome Africa to Nairobi. I am delighted to note that the entire length and breadth of Africa, east to west, north to south, is represented at this historic event. And so I want to say, in a very special way, Botswana, Burundi, Ghana, Mauritius, Morocco, Namibia, Nigeria, Seychelles, Tunisia, Uganda, the land of my birth, Zimbabwe, and of course, the home nation, Kenya. Karibuni sana to Nairobi. Welcome to Kenya, the land of Hakuna Matata. This is that land of Hakuna Matata, and we love to host guests. We are very happy, in a very special way, that Kenya becomes the first country on this continent to play host to the Billie Jean King's Cup, which is really, really a special honor. This cup is named after an incredible woman, a woman of many fasts. And we are so proud that the first time this competition comes to the African continent, this cup that honors a great African-American woman, it is on Kenyan soil. That is a great honor for us as a country. And I dare say that this should be the first of many, and that this tournament should really find a natural home in Africa, and that we should go across the African continent to see the Billie Jean King Cup hosted across the continent. Let me assure you that as a country, we are very keen to invest in the development of the game of tennis. We have just launched our flagship Talanta Hela initiative, which is about growing talent. It is about ensuring that talent pays and pays well, and that you should have no shame as a young person to pursue a career in the line of the talent that God has given you. There should be absolutely no shame. In similar manner that we speak up about academic excellence, we must also speak out loudly about investing and development of talents across the sports and the creative industry. And so today I'm happy to confirm that indeed government has provided 10 acres of land to the Tennis Federation, and we are going to accelerate investment in the development of that land, so the next time we host an event of this magnitude, it should actually be hosted in the facilities owned, managed, and run by the Federation. That really should be our dream. We will be cheering all of you. We love you all the 12 of you, all the 12 countries. But of course, my first love is Kenya. And so I'm going to be cheering very, very loudly. Team Kenya, Angela, and Co. I promise that I will be here in person to watch your girls kick off this. We are cheering you, but we want the whole of Africa to shine, because I've been informed the top players from this competition are going to enter the Euro Africa competition, and I would love to be available to cheer Africa against Europe. And really, this sport is very friendly to Africa, and so I have no doubt that with the right environment, the right facilities, the right training, we should be able to excel as a continent. Finally, I'm happy that government of Kenya has supported the hosting of this event, and as a ministry, the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the Arts and Sports, we are glad to provide sponsorship for this event to the tune of 22,300,000 Kenya shillings, which I will present to the leadership of the Federation. And as I do that, officially announce that this tournament is now open. And may the best players show us their team. Asanteni sana. Allow me to present this, Bwana Chairman, to yourself with this background. Okay.
Thank you very much, Bwana Waziri. I think tournament director joined in the receiving of the check. And now the check needs to be signed, isn't it? So it can be valid. Thank you very much, Bwana Waziri. We're just doing the final photos, and then just to announce what will happen next before we are given a time penalty by the referee. We'll go outside. Waziri will take group photos with the different countries in front of the tournament board. Thereafter, the referee will take over with the matches starting at 10 in the different courts. Thank you, referee, umpires, and the technical officials for allowing us to take some time. We'd like to take a group photo, Waziri and the whole group, please. Countries, please, close ranks. Come closer to each other. Close ranks. Close ranks. And council members, please feel free to join. Council members and Nairobi Club board members, feel free to join in the flanks or at the flanks. Please don't block the countries. Don't block the countries. And then if okay, thank you very much. Please allow the CS to move and wait for group tour, then we'll start marching out. Back to Rosemary.
Right, we'll be marching out starting from Team Botswana. When you're ready, Team Kenya, hold on, please. Thank you. Team Kenya, hold on, please. We'll start from Botswana. Kenya will be last. Team Botswana, you can follow. Yes, follow out. Team Botswana. Team Burundi. And then Ghana. Let the officials out. Just hold on.
Thank you.